Hello and welcome to Indus News live from Islamabad. I'm Jawad Tehami and these are the headlines. China says the US, Britain, Australia and others must be held accountable for human rights violations by their military in Afghanistan. The Chinese ambassador was speaking at the UN Human Rights Council's hybrid virtual meeting on Afghanistan. Addressing the session, Pakistan's ambassador on behalf of the OIC called on the international community to support peace, stability and development in Afghanistan. Indian troops have martyred 2 civilians in occupied Jammu and Kashmir's Sopore district. The youths were targeted in a military operation in Peth Sir area of the district. The occupying troops have killed 4 Kashmiris in the past 24 hours. Pakistan has successfully conducted a test flight of indigenously developed guided multi-launch rocket system Fateh-1. According to the military's media wing, the rocket system is capable of delivering a conventional warhead. In Pakistan, authorities say all domestic and international air passengers would need to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 by the end of next month. They also announced that unvaccinated people will not be allowed to use public transport from the 15th of October. This comes as the country recorded 91 deaths and over 4,000 infections overnight. Those were the headlines, and for now, we'll take you live to Kabul, where Zabiullah Mujahid, the Taliban spokesperson, is speaking.
وزنی و د مرګ زوبلې کومه پیښه نه لرو. دا زموږ د ټولو افغانانو دپاره تر ټولو غلوړ افتخار او لوی د خوښۍ ځای ده. ځکه 20 کاله موږ په هیواد کې جنگ جګړې او وژنې لیدلې وې. ټپي کېدل، په شهادت رسېدل، د کورنیو غمجنېدل او تکالیف ټول موږ تاسې د سر په سترګو ولیدل او 20 کاله متاسفانه دغسې یو حالت سره مخ وو. اوس ډېر د خوشحالۍ ځای داسې د تقریبا 10 ورځې کېږي چې زموږ هیواد کې بشپړ امن تامین شوی د کابل په شمول هیڅ ځای کې هم موږ د مرګ او زوبلې او د تلفاتو راپور نه لرو او هیڅ وینه نه ده توی شوې. هیڅ ځوان هم تقریبا 10 ورځې کېږي چې زموږ هیواد کې بشپړ امن تامین شوی د کابل په شمول هیڅ ځای کې هم موږ د مرګ او زوبلې او د تلفاتو راپور نه لرو.
Facing those circumstances for the last 2 decades, and this time around during the Kabul takeover, we didn't let any blood to be spilled.
همداراز د امنیتي پیښو ترڅنګ یو بل د خوښۍ خبره دا ده چې موږ په هیواد کې الحمدلله جنایي پیښې هم نه لرو.
Security situation across Afghanistan is satisfactory.
په هیواد کې موږ د کابل په شمول نن ما د ټولو ولایاتو نه راپورونه ترلاسه کول په هیڅ ځای کې هم هیڅ ډول جنایي پیښه نه لرو. غلا نه لرو، د خلکو سره کوم زور زیاتی کومه پیښه نه لرو، د خلکو په اموالو باندې له کوم خوا تجاوز نه لرو.
Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing an important press conference, and he says that the group is thankful for the cooperation of media, first of all, and the crime rate, killings, war had become part of our life. Now in last 10 days, including Kabul, there is no killing at all. Zabiullah Mujahid also said there is no incident of torture or killing occurred in the last few days. Under our watch, there is no crime that was reported to our patrolling teams, and the security situation across Afghanistan remains satisfactory.
مهم اقتصادی ما و شماست که تمام
Zabiullah
فعالیت‌های
Mujahid,
بانکی و تجاری
Taliban's
به او ربط
spokesperson,
دارد.
is addressing an important news conference
فعالیت خود را آغاز
in
کرد
Afghanistan's
و
capital,
از
Kabul.
روز و فردا
And
تمام
during
بانک‌ها
his
خلاص خواهد
address
شد.
at the press
تمام
conference, he said, "We are
گرفت
thankful for the
آزادانه
cooperation
آغاز خواهد شد
to media
و
as well." And he went on to say that crime rate, killings, war had become part of the people of Afghanistan's life. And now, in the last 10 days, since the takeover of Kabul by the Taliban,
ما و شما
there has
شهری داریم.
been no killing at
اگر
all.
شاروالی فعال نباشد،
Zabiullah Mujahid said there is no incident of torture or killing that occurred in the last few days as well.
موانع در شهر و عدم کنترل
And
در
he said,
شهر
under our watch, there is no crime that was reported to the patrolling teams of the Taliban, while the security situation across Afghanistan remains satisfactory. Some government institutions, he is saying, have started working. The central bank had also been appointed to look into the economic matters of the war-crippled economy in Afghanistan.
همه موانع هم سر از امروز برداشته میشن و شهر به کلی از موانع ها پاک میشه.
Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing an important press conference in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, in which he said that crime rate, the killings and the war had become part of the life of the people of Afghanistan. Now, in the last 10 days, including Kabul, there is no killing at all. And he went on to say that no incident of torture or killing has occurred in the last few days, and nothing of such sort has been reported to the patrolling parties of the Taliban. Law and order situation, he says, is under control. All crimes are vanishing across the country, and some government institutions have started working as well after the takeover, like the head of the central bank in Afghanistan has also been appointed.
و ما خدمات بیشتر صحی به اماکن‌های خود داشته باشیم. در بخش تعلیم و تربیت تمام نهادهای تعلیمی
Live visuals coming on your TV screens from Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, where a Taliban spokesperson, Zabiullah Mujahid, is addressing an important press conference. And he says some government institutions have started working in the country. And he said overall security situation and the law and order are satisfactory across the country. He says that Afghanistan faced bloodshed in the last 2 decades, and crime rate, killing and war had become the part of Afghans' lives. Now, in the last 10 days, including Kabul, there is no killing that has been reported. Also, no incident of torture or killing occurred in the last few days. Nothing of such sort has been reported to the patrolling parties of the Taliban. Regarding the opening of the educational institutions in Afghanistan, Zabiullah Mujahid is saying that very soon all the educational institutions across the country will be reopened. While the security situation overall remains to be satisfactory across the country, and some government institutions have also started working with the head of the central bank being appointed, and no crime or torture or killings have been reported in the last many days since the takeover of Kabul.
فعالیت را الحمدلله هر روز بر نسبه روز دیگر بیشتر و خوبتر می سازند و اطمینانشان بیشتر شده که یکی از دستاوردهای بهتر است.
Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing an important press conference in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, the live visuals of which you can see on your TV screens. And during his address, he said that the overall security situation in the war-ravaged Afghanistan is satisfactory. No incidents of torture, killing or crime have been reported to the patrolling parties of the Taliban, and some government institutions have also started working, and the head of the central bank has also been appointed, while the educational institutions across the country will be reopened very soon.
زموږ انجینران ډاکټر صاحبان پوهان هغه څوک چې دلته تحصیل کړي او دا هیواد دغه استعدادونو ته اړتیا لري
Zabiullah Mujahid is confirming the educational institutions across Afghanistan have started working once again, and he also said that the various government departments and institutions have started their functioning as well. Likewise, the head of the central bank has also been appointed. The operations of the national television and radio are also functioning properly and to their full capacity. The security situation in Afghanistan remains to be satisfactory, with the government institutions going back to work, as the head of the central bank has also been appointed to see into the economic matters of Afghanistan, while the educational institutions have started working across the country. Whereas a national TV and the radio are also functioning at their full capacity. The political consultations are underway, and in this regard, very soon there would be some announcement regarding the formation of a new setup.
توجه بیشتر به این است که بعضی از حلقاتی که در پنجشیر هنوزم باقی ماندن ملاحظات خود را دارن با آنها از طریق گفتگو
the way that leads to the Kabul airport at the moment is not open for the general public due to the evacuation process of the foreign nationals and their staff and the diplomats, which is underway there. And pretty soon it will be open for the general public after the evacuation process is completed. If any foreigner wants to leave Afghanistan, the Taliban have no issue whatsoever with their own decision, and we will facilitate them for their endeavor.
ارزي سي وکو هغه د نړیوالو سفارتونو او مؤسساتو نه ده لدوی ټول نه مننه کو سره لدی سي وضعیت تغییر وک خو موږ د پیغامونه ورکړي.
Despite the evacuation process that is ongoing at the Kabul airport, we urge all the people in Afghanistan to remain in the country, because after a long time Afghanistan has become livable and the people can live their lives as per their aspirations. Inside the capital city, Kabul, no untoward incident has occurred as of yet, and the security situation, likewise across the country, remains to be satisfactory. Very soon will open the gateway for tourism in Afghanistan as well. The Taliban want the United States to stop provoking Afghans against the group. And Zabiullah Mujahid is also saying that the Taliban never never close down any embassy in Kabul. The conflict in Panjshir Valley will be resolved through negotiations. Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing an important press conference in Kabul, of which the visuals you can see live at your TV screens now. And during his address, he said some government institutions have started functioning again, and the head of the central bank has also been appointed, while the national television and radio are also functioning at their full capacity. Regarding the educational institutions, he said that the educational institutions have started working back again, and the overall law and order and security situation remains to be satisfactory. No incident of torture, killing has been reported in the last many days, especially since the takeover of Kabul by the Taliban. And he also said that the Taliban never closed down any embassy in Kabul. Regarding the Kabul airport and the evacuation process that is ongoing there, he said the ways leading to the Kabul airport are not open for the general public. As far as the evacuation process is concerned, till that time the ways will not be open for the general public, and as soon as that process is completed, the ways for the general public will be open. And he has also urged the Afghans to not leave Afghanistan, as he said that after a long time, Afghanistan has become a livable country. And he also said that the Taliban want the United States to stop provoking Afghans against the group. And he also says that the crowd which is gathered at the airport can go home. The Taliban guarantee their security as well. Zabiullah Mujahid, Taliban spokesperson, is addressing an important press conference at the moment in Kabul, the live visuals of which you can see on your TV screens.
لایحه عمل طرز العمل جوړیږي چې په څه رقم راسي خپل وظایف ته تر هغه وخت پورې دوی باید پاتې سي خو یو شی ډاډ ورکړو څوک بل پاتېږي نه معاشونه به په کور کې ورکول کېږي غیر حاضر هم نه محسوبېږي.
We also show our gratitude towards the international organizations that helped in the evacuation process. While the Taliban urged the Afghan people not to flee the country, as Afghanistan has become livable after such a long time, as no incident of torture, killing has been reported to the patrolling parties since the Kabul takeover. Right now you can see in this news, special correspondent Sumaira Khan is asking a question to Zabiullah Mujahid. She had been covering this whole saga unfolding from the ground since the takeover of Kabul by the Taliban.
بله یو سوال څه وسی نو زه به اوس هم کولی ټولو سوالونو ځواب کړم. مننه د سفارتي لحاظ باندې اسلامي امارت متوجه ده د سیاسي دفتر استازي راغلي د کابل کې دي او موږ یو پلان جوړ کړی چې ټولو سفارتي استازو سفیرانو سره د بیلابیل هیوادونو د ډیپلوماټانو سره مجلس ولرو او هغوی ته اطمینان ورکړو هم په سفارتونو کې هم په قونسلګریو کې د دې لپاره کار روان ده. زموږ مشران د هغو ته اطمینان ورکړی د ډاډ یې ورکړی. مخکې ما یادونه وکړه داسې هغوی له هیواده نه دي وتلي او ډاډمن اوسېږي. دا یو ډېره ښه فضا ده. راتلونکي کې غواړو هغو سره خپلې اړیکې لا هم پیاوړې کړو او د ښځو برخه کې هم دا وایي چې د ښځو د ډېر مسؤلیت لپاره د ښه ډاډ او اطمینان لپاره موږ په کار بوخت یو چې ادارات فعالېږي کار شروع کېږي د هغو لپاره به ځان ته
Afghanistan's capital city of Kabul, and he said that the government institutions, many of them have started functioning again. The head of the central bank has also been appointed, whereas the security situation across the country remains to be satisfactory and no incident of torture or killing has been reported reported from anywhere to the patrolling parties or the Taliban. And he also urged the Afghans not to leave Afghanistan, as Afghanistan after a long time has become livable. And he also thanked the international organizations which helped in the evacuation process as well. And he also said that the educational institutions across the country have started working back again, and the national television and radio are also working at their full capacity. Regarding the political consultations, he said they are ongoing, and very soon a new setup will be formed, whereas the US is inviting people to the airport that is causing congestion over there. And he says that the United States should stop provoking Afghans against the group. He said situation at Kabul airport is worsening as the US is continuously persuading Afghans to flee from Afghanistan just to create a frenzy. At the same time, he has thanked the international organizations who have helped the people of Afghanistan, and especially in this evacuation process. Those institutions and the departments and the organizations, the aim of which is to work for the national interests, or continuing to work, and they are operational fully. There are certain issues in the Panjshir Valley. However, those issues would be resolved very soon, especially through negotiations. We want to make it clear on the United States that it should review and change its main policies. Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing a press conference in Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan. In his address, he said that the security situation and overall law and order situation is satisfactory across the country, as no incident of torture and killing has been reported. We want to deliver a message to the people of Panjshir Valley, asking them to leave Panjshir and to come to Kabul.
زما دوه سوال دي. یو خدا چې د امارات اسلامي پر اتاک سره اردوی ملي وپاشل شو، نو پراتلونکي به د اردوی ملي سرنوشت څنګه؟
All the hospitals across the country remain completely open, and the patients are taken care of with a full responsibility.
بله دا یادونه باید وکړو چې اردو او امنیت هیواد مهم بنسټونه دي. موږ کوشش کوو بیرته اردو هغه نه په ښه ډول باندې جوړه کړو. دلته دوه پوښتنې باید موږ سره پوس او جواب کړی شي. اول دا چې زموږ مجاهدین هم د دې هیواد خلک دي، د دې هیواد ځواکونه دي. کوم کسان چې نظامی دي زموږ په برخه کې
Taliban will try their utmost, and the kind of peace that has been achieved in the last 10 days since the Kabul takeover, that peace continues to be maintained by the Taliban.
مټې جوړولې سي هغه به بیرته په کار باندې ان شاء الله استخدامېږي. خو دې باندې به راتلونکي نظام سي اعلان سي، هغه به بیا تصمیم په باندې نیسي. او زموږ
Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid addressing a press conference in Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan. He says the security and the overall law and order situation in the war-ravaged country is satisfactory. No incident of torture and killing has been reported. However, some government institutions have started working back again, with the head of the central bank appointed as well, while the educational institutions have completely across the country have started working as well. And he also said the national television and the radio are also functioning at their full capacity. Regarding the conflict in Panjshir, he was of the view that this issue will be resolved through negotiations very soon, and he urged the people of Panjshir Valley to leave it and come to Kabul. And he also said that he wants wants to make it clear to the United States that it should stop provoking Afghans against the group. And he also said that the US requires or needs to review and change its major policies.
اون کسانی که وفا نکردن کدام سفارتخانه هستن کسانی که وفادار به شما هستن کدام سفارتخانه است
باید اول بگویم مسئولیت خبرنگارا و مراکز
We urge the people and the residents of Panjshir Valley that they should leave Panjshir Valley and come to Kabul, as the Taliban don't want war in that valley.
این ما تعقیب میکنیم در محاصره قرار نداره. شاید نظامیای ما که در اونجا نزدیک هستند به خاطر امنیت بعضی از دوائر اونجا معذب شدن.
The Taliban spokesperson has also thanked the international organizations that have been working for the national interest of Afghanistan. And he also thanked those organizations which helped in the evacuation process as well. Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid at your TV screens live from Kabul, addressing an important press conference. And he says overall security situation is satisfactory. No incident of torture or killing has been reported in last 10 days, including Kabul. And the patrolling parties of the Taliban have had no such report of any such incident. He said Afghanistan faced bloodshed in the last 2 decades, and the law and order situation now is under control. The banks will also reopen, as some of the government institutions have started working, while the head of the central bank has also been appointed to look into the economic matters of the country. And also the national television and radio are also functioning at full capacity. Regarding hospitals, he said that all hospitals are open across the country, and utmost care is being taken to entertain the patients with full responsibility. Zabiullah Mujahid says the crowd at the airport can go home and the Taliban will guarantee their security. However, the US should stop provoking the Afghans against the group. Regarding the conflict in Panjshir Valley, he said that will be resolved through negotiations, and he urged the people of Panjshir Valley to leave it and come to Kabul, as the group doesn't want to wage a war on the valley.
There was a news item in Washington Post quoting sources that the CIA director has secretly met Mullah Abdul Ghani brother yesterday in Kabul. Can you confirm these reports? And if so, what was the purpose of this meeting? Thank you.
Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing a press conference, and he says the political consultations are also underway. Political consultations are underway, and a very new setup will be set up very soon. Regarding government institutions, he said many of the government institutions have started working back again. With the head of the central bank has also been appointed, and the national television and the radio continue to work at their full capacity, while the hospitals are also entertaining patients and are ensuring their care with the utmost responsibility. That was the latest from Indus News, and we'll be back and resume the news bulletin, but after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We'll take you back live to Kabul, where Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing a press conference. Let's watch live.
چرنی پاتې شي دا بل ملي بیره خبرم راته لږ سپیناوي که ځکه اوس په دې ودانې باندې هم چې موږ راتلو نو بلکې ستاسو شاته هم د اسلامي امارات ستاسو بیرغ شته ملي بیرغ بره په ودانې نو اساسي قانون شته د افغانستان د
Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing an important press conference. This is the second presser in last many days after the Taliban took over Afghanistan's capital Kabul, and during this presser he has been answering many important questions by the journalists as well, and he has shared a lot of important points with the journalists over there. The topmost being, he said that the security and overall law and order situation in Afghanistan remains to be satisfactory, with no incident of crime or killing that has been reported in the last 10 days, and the situation remains to be normal. He also said no such incidents of any law and order have been reported to the patrolling parties of the Taliban as well. And he also said that there are some government institutions which have started working back again, and the head of the central bank has also been appointed. And regarding the educational institutions, Zabiullah Mujahid said that the institutions have started working again. He said the hospitals are also working normally and at their full capacity, and with the utmost care they are taking the responsibility of entertaining the patients as well. Regarding the national TV and radio, he also said that they are also functioning at their full capacity. He said that the US should review its policies and change them, and the US should stop provoking the Afghans against the Taliban. He said the situation at the Kabul airport worsened as the US continuously persuaded Afghans to flee from Afghanistan just to create frenzy. And he urged upon the people of Afghanistan to not flee the country, as he said that Afghanistan, after such a long time, has become livable.
There are circles, elements that want to cause harm to civilians, including journalists and other people that are close by. That's why we call and urge media outlets to film from a safer distance.
روشن صاحب شما بکن. سلام مجاهد صاحب. سوال من به نمایندگی از هنرمندا و فیلمسازهای افغانستان است که در حکومت آینده هنرمندای موسیقی، فیلمسازهای سینمای افغانستان و فرنگی‌ها اینا اجازه فعالیت داره یا در حکومت آینده در افغانستان جای داره یا از افغانستان باید مهاجر شود؟ دیگه سوال ندارم. تشکر. سلامت باشین.
Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid is addressing a press conference in Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan, and he said the overall security situation and the law and order remains to be satisfactory, with no incident of torture or killing that has been reported to the Taliban patrolling parties. He urged the Afghans not to leave Afghanistan and urged the United States to stop provoking the Afghans against the Taliban. And he also said those people who want to go home, the Taliban will guarantee their security. He thanked the international organizations who have been working for the national interest of Afghanistan, as well as those organizations which have helped in the evacuation process. However, he said that the ways which are leading to the Kabul airport are not open for the general public, and the US should stop provoking the people of Afghanistan against the Taliban, and that is what the US is doing, just to create frenzy at the airport. Regarding the functioning of the government institutions, he said they have started, many of them have started working, and the head of the central bank has also been appointed to look into the economic matters of the country, where the national television and radio are also functioning at their full capacity. The educational institutions have started working once again back at their full capacity across the country, and the hospitals remain vigilant in order to entertain the patients with utmost responsibility and care. Regarding the Panjshir Valley issue, he urged the people and the residents of Panjshir Valley to leave Panjshir Valley and come to Kabul, and he also urged them to leave Panjshir Valley, as the Taliban doesn't want to impose war on the residents and the people of Panjshir Valley. And he also said that the issue regarding this valley will be resolved soon, but through negotiations.
There is
په شکل باندې اعلان کړه دا سه موږ چاته اجازه نه ورکوس د افغانستان له خاور نه د بل هیواد امنیت لپاره په ضد باندې فعالیت وکړي په دې کې که هر تنظیم او هر څوک د افغانستان خاور کې موږ دا اجازه چاته نه ورکو چې زموږ له خاور نه استفاده وکړي او د پاکستان یا بل هیواد په ضد باندې فعالیت ولري او له نور هیوادونو نه هم دا غواړو چې اجازه ورنکړي چې څوک د دوی له هیوادونو نه زموږ هیواد ته زیان پېښي دا به متقابل اړیکې وي او یو له بل نه به تمه وي په دې مورد موقف اصولي ده شما
The live visuals of the second presser by the Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid after the takeover of Afghanistan's capital Kabul is right now on your TV screens. And Indus News has been covering this whole saga unfolding since the takeover of Kabul. And Indus News correspondent Sumaira Khan is also there on the ground updating the viewers about the situation and the developments that are unfolding in the war-ravaged country. She is attending this press conference by Zabiullah Mujahid at the moment as well, in which Zabiullah Mujahid has shared very important points regarding what the Taliban are up to after the Kabul takeover. And the first and the foremost important thing that he mentioned was the security and the law and order situation in Afghanistan, which he says has remained satisfactory over the last 10 days, especially after the Kabul takeover by the Taliban, and no incident of torture or killing has been reported as yet.
افغانستان را زیر سیاست‌های خود در بیاره یا استقلال ما را خدشه‌دار بسازه یا به هویت ما ضرر.
Zabiullah Mujahid also said that some government institutions have started working back again, and the head of the central bank has also been appointed, and the national television and radio are also functioning at their full capacity. Regarding the Panjshir Valley issue, he urged the people and the residents of Panjshir Valley to leave the valley and come to Kabul. And he also said that this issue will be resolved without the Taliban imposing war on the valley, as they don't want to do it, and they want this issue to be resolved through negotiations. He urged the United States not to provoke the Afghans against the Taliban, and he urged the Afghan people not to flee from Afghanistan, as Afghanistan has become livable after 2 decades of bloodshed and war, which he said had become the part of the Afghans' lives. And he also thanked the international organizations for helping out in the evacuation process, as well as working in the national interest of Afghanistan.
تمام مهمات و سلاح‌هایی که بوده خارج شد. شما از این موضوع خبر دارید؟
اول خب برادرم اگر روز اول و دوم بعضی از اقدامات صورت گرفت ما او را کنترل کردیم زود بعد تمام حوزه ها از پلیسی
The Taliban spokesperson says that the group sticks to its promise of a general amnesty, and he also said that no incident of killing or torture or any sort of harassment has been reported after the Taliban took over the capital Kabul 10 days ago.
ما در دریافت آن کوشش میکنیم مسئولین استخبارات ما تلاش میکنه هیچ چیزی کسی گم نمیشه ان شاء الله ما را اطمینان میدیم و دیگر گفتیم که
This is the second presser by the Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid after the Kabul takeover by the Taliban. In the first, he made many promises, and some of them were that the Taliban will look after the protection of the women's rights and the press freedom as well. And in today's conference, he thanked the media for the coverage that has been carried out, by the media in Afghanistan after the Taliban took over the capital Kabul.
With relation in Turkey, and you know in here some
And for the latest updates on the press conference with the Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid, we have with us our correspondent Sumaira Khan reporting live from Kabul. Sumaira, thank you for joining. So it's the second press conference by the Taliban spokesperson in days. Tell us some significant points he raised today in this presser.
Yes, Jawad, it was a very, very important press conference, and I think we were expecting it. Just a day earlier when we met Zabiullah Mujahid, he expressed this intention that he is going to hold a press conference very soon, just to respond to few queries and few propagandas that are being generated from the city of Kabul. He spoke about women and women issues. First of all, I guess that needs to be clarified. He said that there is a propaganda regarding women, that they are being stripped of their jobs in the private sector and from the government sector. He said that it's baseless. We have requested our honorable Afghan ladies to stay home for a while until and unless we just have complete control over the security situation in the city, and that is why we have closed down ministries as well, because we had the spoiler alert through intelligence reports as well, that they can be harmed in the name of Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, and it would go once again, it would boost the propaganda against the Islamic Emirate. And secondly, he said that every woman that has been requested to stay home as of now, they will be given their salaries at their doorsteps, so they don't have to worry about their jobs are intact, and they'll be called back soon once we have everything in place. Secondly, he talked about, my question from him was that what measures you are taking for the security of women in the capital. And second part of the question was how actively, proactively you are engaging the international community diplomatically, so you are able to remove all the hurdles in the way of forming your government in Afghanistan. So he said that yes, we are actively engaging all the available diplomatic channels to convince the international community that yes, we are up to all the standards. We are here in Afghanistan. It is our country, and we'll take every measure that goes for the betterment and development of our nation. Secondly, he said that he doesn't know about any meeting. He's not aware of any meeting of CIA director meeting Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar. And another important point of his opening remarks was that in Kabul and other provinces of Afghanistan, excluding Panjshir, because there is a situation right now. But he said that we have sought reports from every governor of Afghanistan, and I'm glad while sharing this with you that we do not have we don't have reports of any major killings, casualties, or any major kind of conflict in the entire Afghanistan, not just Kabul. And in Kabul city, crime rate has gone to 1%. And that 1% is even being looked after. So we can reach all the goals we had determined while before we could control the major part of Afghanistan. Regarding Panjshir, he said that we want no bloodshed now. Panjshir is a peaceful valley. It should remain so, and we are trying to resolve the matter through negotiations. And for those negotiations, they have assigned the ulama and other religious factors that are respectable for, and that are unanimously respectable for all sects in Afghanistan. So these were some salient features, and if you need to ask about anything else, you can ask.
Okay, Sumaira, as you just mentioned that he also pointed out the issue in Panjshir Valley. You are over there in Afghanistan since the takeover of Kabul by the Taliban. Please share with us, our viewers, the actual situation on the ground regarding the Panjshir Valley issue. As the Taliban spokesperson just said, that this issue would be resolved through negotiations. Did he urge the residents of Panjshir Valley to leave that valley and come to Kabul?
No. I was there. He did not say that. In fact, he said that like every province they have been taking over, they did not ask anyone to displace him or herself. Yes, while speaking of displacement, he warned U.S. that the U.S. is once again creating a frenzy before it's withdrawing from our soil, and that frenzy is that he is trying to brain drain Afghanistan, and we know that the finest of the finest team of Afghanistan, doctors, engineers, and others, even he named all those who are fleeing right now from Afghanistan. He said that U.S. we demand from U.S. to stop doing that provocation, and the U.S. is trying to create a situation in Afghanistan that Afghanistan is not secure for them. He called upon its countrymen, including the countrymen who are residing in Panjshir, that let's come forward and join hands in bringing peace to the entire Afghanistan. So this is in the better interest of every Afghan national. So there was no clear policy, or there was no clear statement whatever they are going to do in Panjshir Valley, except of the fact that they said that there should be one thing, and that is negotiations, no bloodshed.
Okay, Sumaira, regarding the evacuation process's deadline, that was the 31st of August, that was already set and agreed upon by the US and the Taliban as well. Now we see yesterday President Biden saying about the possibility of extending that deadline, and today another US official hinted at that particular extension of the deadline, but the Taliban responded earlier very strongly that it would be considered a red line. Did the Taliban spokesperson talk about this deadline, and if yes, what did he has to say about that?
There is a very clear statement already, and I think they are not repeating it time and again. Yesterday there was a statement from Suhail Shaheen, the spokesperson, another spokesperson and very active spokesperson of political office of IEA. He said that there is no extension to the deadline, and if US does so, we are going to retaliate to that, and it will be no good for any one of us. So US should refrain from taking any steps like that. And yes, I've heard that while amongst that the information that was coming out of G7 preparations and every activity over there, I've heard that many are opposing Joe Biden's statement and any U.S. official statement that they are even thinking about extending the deadline, because already there is enough havoc at the Kabul International Airport. People are still hoping to get out of Afghanistan. Why? Because now it has started taking a shape of economical immigration. It's no more at-risk Afghan scenario. So right now, I think if they are going towards any such measure, they are going to create problems for themselves, because Taliban security forces and foreign security forces right now at Kabul International Airport, they are standing eyeball to eyeball. So if US needs another bloodshed regime, then definitely it will be going to violate the Doha Accord once again.
So, Sumaira, what about the political consultations? Did the Taliban spokesperson give any specific time frame by which these political consultations would come to an end, a new setup or a government which will be formed?
No, Jawad, I think it will take time, because Afghanistan is such a complicated country with more than 200 dialects, 13 ethnicities, and a lot of political parties. And this time, it's not just Pashtuns. It's the Tajik, it's the Uzbek, it's the Hazara, and everybody should be given. It's not just my personal view, but I've seen people on streets, and for the first time, they're expecting from the government of Taliban that they would honor their promises and their word, that they would be allowing every ethnicity to represent Afghanistan in its true manner. So I think the longer it's taking, the more it's going to be all-inclusive, what I'm guessing right now.
So regarding the functioning of the government institutions, as we all know that the head of the central bank has been appointed, and do you see that under the Taliban, when the economic issues come into the limelight after the takeover by the Taliban, of course, there would be resources required in order to give a sort of support to the war-rippled economy of Afghanistan. So in that regard, this is a big step that has been done by the Taliban. So do you see further steps regarding mitigation of this economic crisis over there?
I guess it's the matter that is still being discussed with the other countries, and this is why they are actively engaging other countries. So they come forward and join them diplomatically and open the diplomatic channels with Afghanistan's new administration. And yesterday we heard that Iran resumed the oil fuel supplies to Afghanistan upon request because there would be a chaos. The new administration appointed Haji Idris as the executive director of their central bank just to ease out the flow of cash to the government servants, so they don't run out of cash, and the life goes on as per the routine matter. So I think they are in a process to bring life back to normalcy in Afghanistan by creating such corridors. And I've also heard that they are right now collecting and keeping records of all the cash they are collecting from trade corridors on borders, including Spin Boulders Chaman, Torkham, Jalalabad, and other important trade crossings with Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Iran. But the crossing with Iran in Zaranj, that holds key importance for them, and the two crossings with Pakistan. So I think there are resources. They have recovered a lot of cash from the presidential palace as well. So as of now, we can say that they are not running out of cash, but they are looking for futuristic measures that the Afghan nationals, they should not face any problems in terms of receiving their salaries in any office.
Sumaira, I would like to take this opportunity of interacting with you. What is the general sentiment over there among the people of Afghanistan, especially when it comes to the functioning of the government departments, especially educational institutions and the working of the hospitals? And then the Taliban spokesperson also mentioned that the national television and the radio are also working at the full capacity.
But Jawad, I think it's taking time, and it will take time. We can't just prematurely and assume everything, because it's a war-torn country for 70 years. But I see everybody in a rush to just get the conclusion what exactly they are going to do. That is not our job to do. I think back home, everybody, even in the neighboring countries, everybody is looking up to a magical formation of government overnight. They are expecting Taliban to announce this government formation according to their wish and whim. This is, I think, illogical. Give them their time. They are the custodians of their country, and who are we to decide that what should they do and what should they do?
No, what sort of sentiment do you see on the Kabul's streets and roads regarding after especially the promises which were made in the first presser?
But as per I would like to respond to that, with the part of your question about educational institutes. Yes, they are gradually opening it, and today we held a brief meeting with him, with Zabi as well, prior to this press conference, and he was of the view they have started opening schools, not just madrasas, but also the modern day schools as well, and they are also they are also taking some important measures on the syllabus as well. So they should be taking along the history and the traditional history and everything that they should include religiously with all religion's perspective. So they are adding everything to the syllabus. I think there are very important decisions ahead in the days to come.
Okay, Sumaira, one last question. After today's announcement by Zabiullah Mujahid about the evacuation process and his guarantee of the security of the people who want to return home, do you think normalcy would restore at the Kabul airport?
Yes, he did say that because he said that our people, our security forces, our personnel, they are keeping restraint. They're exercising restraint not to beat people, not to do that aerial shots again, not to harass them. But he clarified one thing, that they are in an accord, they are in a contract with the U.S. administration that they have to provide a safe passage to U.S. citizens in a bid to get them to Kabul International Airport, and so they can evacuate their citizens. But he did say that we are demanding from U.S. to stop provocating the Afghan nationals, because earlier the figure was too low. They had to evacuate hardly 15 to 20,000 people from Afghanistan, but now that figure goes to 60,000. So he was of the view that it is a clear attempt of brain draining Afghanistan. So U.S. should not be doing it, otherwise the consequence will be hard to accept in any way.
Sumaira Khan, our correspondent, reporting live from Kabul as the Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid addressed a second presser after the Kabul takeover by the Taliban. And the most important that he mentioned in that press conference was that the law and order and the security situation overall in Afghanistan remains to be satisfactory. Sumaira Khan, thank you very much for the updates live from Kabul, and we'll continue to update you regarding the development happening in Afghanistan.